So today we're going to have a look at Pastel, which describes itself as a command line tool to generate, analyze, convert, and manipulate colors. So let's have a look. Good morning everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So this is the GitHub page for Pastel. It is actually a really powerful tool, and I'm not going to be going over everything. If you want to see everything, then there's this GIF on the GitHub page that goes on for way too long. I don't actually know when it ends, or if it just goes on forever, because this is a really powerful application for doing a lot of interesting color manipulation stuff. So if you are on Arch, I've already got the page open, but I guess I can show you where it is. On Arch Linux, you can install it with Yay or Yowit, or if you want to just install it manually like I've been doing, you can just install it straight from the AUR. I will have a separate video going up at some point about how to actually install from the AUR if you're not sure about that, but I guess we can actually go into the application now. So this was actually the reason I mentioned in a previous video that I actually switched to ST, because URXVT doesn't have proper true color support. It emulates true color support, so it's good enough generally, but it's not great. So I guess we can start with a pretty simple one. So if we run Pastel with, let's say, color and give it the value FFFFFF, which is white. And as you can see, I've got transparency on, so I think I should probably disable that to actually get the most out of this application. So that looks much better now. I probably should have done that beforehand, but it's not a big deal. So you can actually do a lot of stuff with this. So let's say if we do Pastel list, that'll list out all of your X11 colors. So that'll be your terminal theme, which this actually I do find kind of useful. So if you want to be doing things like, say, how I've got my power line bar here, and you want to see what the colors are called, and say you want to you want to know what purple is, because you actually have to do them in their hex values. So you can do something like Pastel with the format command, and then give it a color name, and say you want it in hex. Or did I get that backwards? I got it backwards. So it's type and then color name, and you can see that that'll let you see what purple is. There is some other cool stuff you can do with it. Say you want to do, the way it's set up, you can actually pipe the different commands back into the program, so it actually will interpret its own data properly. So if we run, say, Pastel random, this will generate a list of random colors. I know I'm jumping about everywhere. I don't really have a use case for this application, so I'm kind of just going over all the cool stuff you can do with it. So if you do Pastel random, and then you were to say pipe that into a sort by, that will then sort the colors in some sort of order. I'm not actually sure what the order is. Sort by, okay, I guess there are different properties you can sort them by, but I don't know what those are. If we just run Pastel sort by, does that list them out? It doesn't. Can I do Pastel sort by -H? Okay. Oh geez, okay, you can sort them by various things, I guess. I'm not a big color person, but I think this is actually a really cool application. As you can tell, the way that I set stuff up, I use fairly minimal color. I like a lot of grays and blacks, but I guess a weird use case for this is if you want your terminal to like randomly generate a different color theme every single time you open it. I guess you could do that. That's not a good use for it, but you could do that. So another thing you can do is you can run Pastel with the saturate command, and say you want to saturate it by 10. That'll give you a bunch of really bright colors. And you could also do desaturate, which will do the opposite. And honestly, I don't even know where to stop with this video. So if you go, say, Pastel complement, and you want the complement of red, for example, it'll give you the hue rotated by 180 degrees. So green and black is a fairly simple one. I thought that would give you white. Okay, I guess not. Maybe, interesting. Okay, I'm not actually sure if that's a bug or if that's intended purpose of the application. I feel like that should probably produce white, but I'm not certain. So another cool use is this command in Pastel called paint. So if you want to say do red and give it a string like say hello world for example, and it will print that out in red. So if you want to do cyan, that'll work as well. So I don't know what you would do with this. Maybe you want your terminal to be really colorful. Once again, I think this is a really cool application. It does a lot of stuff that I haven't even gone over yet. If I was to go over everything, this would be at least like a half hour to hour video. But it's a really cool application that you can do a lot of really cool stuff with. You can even change the color mode if you want to, if you don't want full true color support. So yeah, I don't really know where to stop with this. So I think I'll leave you with the fact that there's a lot more to this application that I haven't gone over. Oh, I think one more thing before we do stop. This one actually is really cool. So if you run Pastel with pick, that will bring up a color picker. I don't have a color picker tool installed. If you do, then that'll let you actually pick a color to print out on your terminal. So I don't actually know of any color picker applications myself because I've never had the use for it. The only times I've ever used a color picker were in GIMP and Kdenlive. But that's another really cool feature with that. It will integrate with external applications to pick colors, and you can do other stuff with that, I guess. Yeah, I think this is a really cool application. Someone surely has a use for it. I don't, but it's really cool regardless. So I think that's pretty much everything for me, and yeah, if you like this video, remember to like and subscribe and hit the little bell icon below if you want to see more from my channel. I've got a Twitter account now, so go follow that if you want to see updates about videos, and I will occasionally post things late at night about me programming and not wanting to be doing it at that time. Also, if you want to leave a comment, then tell me if you think this is a cool tool and if you've actually got a use for it. Or if you think it's dumb and no one would ever want to use something like this, and hey, let me know that as well. So I think that's pretty much everything for me, and yeah, I'm out.